motion distributed?
Now, yes.
They are distributing it now?
Yes.
Okay. Go ahead and move your motion. But please
Senate President, distinguished colleagues.
Start with slight apology to your colleagues for working out on them.
No, sir.
Then we have a problem there. If you are not humble enough,
I apologize to my colleagues for working out.
If you are not humble enough to apologize to your colleagues,
I apologize to my colleagues
for working out on them, then you will move your
added
motion.
to that my colleagues, I expect fairness in the Senate for everybody. Concessions are given to other people. I expect them to be given to me also when it is needed. I apologize if you did not like how I lost my temper, but I was expecting this to happen today.
Proceed to move your motion.
Apology again, so bad. Mr. President, my name and my distinguished colleagues, my name is Senator Ireti Kingibe, representing the Federal Capital Territory. Note that the Federal Capital Administration, on the instruction of Honorable Minister of Federal Capital Territory, embarked on massive demolition of structures within the Federal Capital Territory. Also note that the demolition, according to the FCT authority, was informed by illegal structures and non-development of allocated plots of land by the FCT administration. Concerned that in recent time, the demolition exercise in the FCT is no longer based on reasons adduced by the FCT administration that necessitated the demolition. Further concerned that the current demolition in the FCT is not in line with due process of court orders to demolish. As such, a cross-section of individuals had suffered untold hardships occasioned by massive demolition, which has led to a loss of properties worth billions of naira. Also concerned that at the moment, an estate by name Messrs. Paulosa, for which late Colonel Paul Osankwanwa Ogbebo is the chairman, is currently under revocation and demolition. And from reliable information, the said plot of land was allocated to him in 1984 with requisite title document. And further concerned that the owner of this estate was a patriotic Nigerian who served the nation meritoriously and one of the first intakes of the Nigerian Defense Academy, Kaduna, with registration number 001. Senate resolves accordingly to urge the FCT administration to halt the ongoing revocation and demolition of the said property, as it does not fall within the purview of the reasons for the massive demolition being carried by the FCDA. Also, all demolitions should follow due process. Second prayer. I so submit.
Thank you, but I have one off your mic. I have one problem with your motion. That number 001. Are you very sure? Because I know that Wellington Bassey's estate. Wellington Bassey. Okay. The first 001 was for the Nigerian Army. Then this 001 is for the Defense Academy. Okay. Any seconder? Yes. Senator Natasha.
Thank you, Mr. President, distinguished
Today is for women, so go on.
I'm Senator Natasha Kotiuduaha, representing the good people of Kogi Central. I stand to second the motion as raised by distinguished Senator Ireti Kingibe that we should please put a stop to the demolition of Paul Osa Estate in Abuja and set up a committee to investigate the matters that are arising. We should call for the petitions from the estate owners and also invite the Honorable Minister and his team so we can view things objectively from all sides. Thank you so much. I so submit.
Thank you. Distinguished colleagues, I think yes, Senator Karimi.
Thank you, Mr. President. my colleagues, my name is Karimi Sunday Steve. I represent the people of Kogi West. If you look at this motion, the President, sir, a specific land allocation was mentioned belonging to one Paul Obebo. We don't know anything about this thing. And we are just coming because of this to tell the minister, stop. There is need to investigate this matter before giving any directive. We must hear from the minister. So we have to hear before we say stop demolition. So let's hear from the minister first. You can't shave a man's head at his back. You can't shave his head at his back. We need to hear from the minister.
Yes, son.
Thank you, Mr. President. With respect, I disagree with Senator Karimi. I think we need to be fair to everybody. There is before us an allegation that says certain steps are to be taken, which will culminate in demolition. Are we saying that we should allow the place to be demolished while we are trying to look into it? My own view is simple. We should tell him to stop, and as Senator Natasha has said, start the investigation so that there is a level playing ground. Are we now going to investigate, and if we find that the minister has done something wrong, but he has then demolished? I don't think that is fair. I think what is fair is to say, stop the situation today and let us investigate. With respect, I think that is what is fair.
The chairman, Senate Committee on Judiciary, Legal Matters. I was just going. My thought was in line with yours. If we just say continue the demolition, and then we start investigation, what are we? In fact, I think at the end of the day, we will be talking about. We would have buried if we would have the rest would have been buried. Do you understand? All we'll be talking will now is no longer our wahala. It will now be the problem of court, because the owners will have to go to court to go and claim compensation to this, do that. So it's not the same. I think what she's saying when we look into the prayers will be that we should urge the ministers to put a hold on the demolitions, and then we set up a committee to investigate. I think that should be the best thing. And then that committee will now invite the minister and the other people, then they will come and explain. Because we want to be sure that they are following the proper procedure and that the demolitions are not personal. It's important for us to satisfy ourselves that demolitions are in the best interest of Nigerians. I'll give you an example. When I was a minister, we had about 15 units of houses here in Abuja. And then the minister of FCT gave notice. He did not adhere to the notice, so he wanted to move in to investigate. It was so urgent that they wrote a petition and brought it straight to President Buhari. And then President Buhari went through invited them, they came, so he invited the minister and said, what is this? And I think these were even military officers. So the minister appeared with a map and showed that all these structures were built on the drainage channels. And he turned to them and asked them, how long have you lived there? They said 15 years. And he asked the minister, are you stupid that you are causing flooding in Lukokoma? For 15 years, you allowed these structures to remain there until they brought the petition that you want to bring down their structures. Please leave this place now. This afternoon, go and start a demolition so that water can flow. So it's important that we appeal for the minister to stop demolition and then appear before our ad hoc committee that will look into this matter. For is it FCT committee? No, I want to use ad hoc committee because this should not have come to the plenary if FCT committee had handled this area. I so rule. Dismissed colleagues, the prayer is only one. Urge the FCT administration to halt the ongoing demolition of the said property. You know, it shouldn't be one property. If anybody wants to couch this, Senator Lero, you have been chairman of works. Amend this prayer so that it will be all inclusive, so that we don't go into only one property. Please.
Thank you, Mr. President. Mohammed Adam Alero is my name. I will amend this prayer to urge the FCT administration to halt ongoing demolition of the said property.
Not the said property.
Ongoing demolition. Ongoing demolition in FCT. Pending the time the Senate, pending the time the ad hoc committee on the Senate finish its. Yeah, we are setting up ad hoc committee. We said so. No,
okay, so if you are still reading the same prayer, those in support of the prayer.
No. Let me amend it properly. I'm not. Add FCT administration to halt all ongoing demolitions in the FCT. Then set up an ad hoc committee. No, the standing committee. Well, I'm relying on what the SP said. Yes. Mr. President, distinguished colleagues, I will add additional prayer by saying that there should be standing. No, we have done that. They have scandals. Maybe you're not hearing.
Yes, Senator Ashiru.
Mr. President, I find a lot of difficulty in this motion. The first issue, I was reading through, and there are this issue of what FCT said, that all. Yeah, I'm saying that one, sir. I'm saying that one, sir, because we cannot stop the minister from doing his work. Let us restrict. Yes, let us restrict. He's cleaning the city. He's cleaning the city, making the city look good. The idea of demolition is to make the city look good. We can't stop him from doing his work. Yes, we can't stop him from doing his work. This city must look good. It must be a modern city.
Well,
let's restrict ourselves to the motion. Let us restrict ourselves to the motion of demolition of this estate.
You talk like somebody who is in the built industry. Are you an architect? Well, let me put it this way.
I'm saying it with sense of
let me put it this way. Senator Abbas, you can allow Natasha to concentrate now. Minority leader, yes.
Mr. President, distinguished colleagues, I think we may not have properly appreciated the body of the motion. The motion in paragraph 3 talked about FCT. So it's not about one demolition. The only problem here is that in the prayer, it restricted itself to one building. And so what amendment that we require now is to say that that property and other properties earmarked for demolition until the relevant committee of the Senate interfaces with the FCT minister.
Well, there is only one problem. Some of the demolitions are ordered by the court. We cannot tell the court not to do its work.